there is in the Judaistic teachings about holiness. They speak on an oven that breaks down into pieces. Well, one rabbi says that if a piece touches an unholy piece, then it is defiled, the whole of the oven. Another rabbi says, wrong. It is broken into pieces to maintain holiness, because the other pieces will keep it holy even if one is tainted. The whole compartment taken apart into pieces, if one gets defiled, put it back together, won't be a problem, because the other pieces bring or make it as a whole holy one. Which rabbi is right? The one that says the pieces keep it holy. And the reason that you know this is because that's what God the Father does with the daughters. How the other rabbi even had his standing, I don't know. But I'm glad he did, because without his standing, I wouldn't have understood exactly what God was saying when he speaks on holiness. When David says, a broken heart and contrite mind pleases the Lord, and he shall not refuse it, the broken heart, he means you just learned how to love the daughters holily. Every daughter chastised in Eden, handmaid of the Lord before chastisement. So you must understand why her chastisement must be in Eden. Because in Genesis 2:16, he forms the man commanded, right? Gets the command. Only man is commanded. Because his command is his will is his command. She's the will, aka the deeds, aka she gets the land. Goes to the man that will have rule over her. But any godly man that has rule over her does not stay in the city with her. He does not live in the house with her. He goes before the house at the doorpost, guard. That's where he dies. That's where he rules, keeping men from trying to rule her. Anybody trying to tell your kids that what to do is trying to overrule your God, because he is trying to overrule the mother. Mother gets the sons. God has confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons. And he has set the father in honor over the children. This does not make mom a child. It makes mom the tower of the vineyard. She overrules the children. She rules over them with authority, confirmed by God. Go search the world and see if you can find anywhere that God from heaven has confirmed authority. It's going to be real hard to do. You know why? Because you have to have lifeblood offered. I only know of one other one in all the world that is confirmed on earth with authority. Jesus Christ. Not a king, not a president, nobody. Not a judge, not a cop, not a sheriff. Jesus Christ and mom. Now the man is set in honor. The father is in honor over the children, over the house. That means go die for it like Christ. So when the daughter is mentioned after the command, only the man is commanded, she is spoken to softly. Isaiah 41-3. She paid double for her iniquity. Double she paid for her iniquity. That's her suffering and then her passing. Now, when you read Christ is chastised a little by Peter, you got to ask yourself, where did he get a little from? I used to make a comment, for years, really, until the past couple days, few months, that I've been learning, it's mom that's chastised the lot. She's the handmaid of the Lord. Every daughter goes home. Psalm 45, 11, 13, and 14. The man must go before her. Every daughter goes home. The daughter's to worship him as Lord and God. The man is commanded alone. He has to go before, offering his lifeblood, dying for her, bringing her holily one. What this looks like in the world as a man, a father, like Moses, is the splitting of the seas. He goes low, and he knows that whether it's with the enemy or with a friend, his daughters, his wives, his mothers, all go home to the Father. When you see and as a son, you walk on the water because you believe your mom's from heaven. Not that you walk on it, you walk over it because you haven't gone low yet. You haven't died yet. When the woman's caught in adultery, Christ goes to the dust. She stays standing up because the Lord bears up the pillars. She is the pillar. What does Lot's wife become? Pillar of salt. She's a testament for unbelievers. She is not counted believer or unbeliever because we don't ask her of the faith. She raises the boys. It's a perfect work. Are you here? Well then, brothers, mother has fought her war, finished her job, and shed her blood. Now the question is, are you going to turn her into cattle and say she could be bought, sold, and trade? Or is she the gold gift from God? She's the gold gift from God. She is the gold of God. The holiness of God. Be ye holy, for I am holy, says the Lord. And as it reads, you will not see the Father without holiness. You will not see God without blood. She never talks to God. God never talks directly to her unless the husband's there. Sorry, that's not God, that's the Lord. Let me clarify. Gods die. They're made to die. Hold the command and die. That's why she's never associated to God in the true Israeli covenant. If you see a goddess in the history past, it means the men fell. You'll see Artemis pop up. A female warrior from God, from heaven, confirmed goddess? Yes, because there's no men. All the mothers are the warrior and they accomplished their war. AKA Isaiah 40, 1 through 3. She's the Broadway. Leads to hell for man. Leads to heaven for her. But the man goes before her as the priest. When you have her standing while caught in the very act of adultery proves the Messiah is showing you. You don't blame the daughters, for she's judged in Eden. Rachel says to Jacob, the Lord hath judged me, for he hath given me a man-child, Dan. But Dan's not born of Rachel, which proves Adam learned his lesson and understands that every daughter is mother to all living. That's why Eve is called mother to all living coming out. That's every mother. As Paul says, Jerusalem is mother to us all. That's every mother. Hagar is Jerusalem to Ishmael. All mothers are mother to all living. Holiness is kept by its broken pieces. But God's daughters are never broken. They're the pearls, they're the gate, each one handmaid of the Lord. But if one falls, it won't matter. Because the holiness of the whole, like the oven, like the rabbi was teaching, the other rabbi, is why God broke the oven into pieces. In case something defiled ever touched it. She can never be defiled. No evil in the congregation. Eve is not ill.